I wonder if any of the settings. I know Facebook updated. I wonder if any of the settings are jacked up for the page.
I don't know.
No dice. Well, I want to rip something.
I haven't ripped anything in a long time, but all we got is big boy stuff. Well, I got two select boxes and an optic.
Yeah, the that is true. The two select blasters and the optic hanger are available on the site. Swags has those on his table. Then the 2021 Chronicle Hobby, you can see back in the back in the gold standard. Hobby boxes are available. Jerseys are available. The pool box is live. There's baseball, football, racing. I think that's all that's in the pool box. Plenty of good stuff.
Who you got winning the championship, or who are you hoping wins the championship?
Chase Elliott. Well, I'm a Chase Elliott fan, so that makes sense. But that's not the reason I want him to win. I'm being a little bit greedy. I've told you about my display case with my die casts, and as it expands, I sell things in it to put other things in it that I want more.
Yeah.
Well, I have all of Chase Elliott's race wins from his first championship, elite autographed from Chase Elliott. Well, I've decided that if I need room, thanks to Jeremy Fowler, so the Chase Elliott's are the first to go. So I'm kind of hoping he wins, and then people will be like, "Oh, need his first year stuff." And I'll be like, "I got it all right here. You can buy the whole set in one swing."
There you go.
I'd like to see. I think Trackhouse would be pretty sweet to see Chastain win. I think that would be a great storyline for NASCAR because the charter system has kind of, really prevented new teams from coming in and being competitive. So I think it would be a good story. It'd be good for NASCAR to show, hey, you can come in here your first year and win a championship.
Yeah.
I do think it's a little that statement's a little skewed because it is the first year with these cars. So it is a more level playing field, but I think it would be a good storyline. I don't want to see Logano win. I think that would be bad for NASCAR, just my opinion. And when I say bad, I don't mean like, close the doors up. I don't think he has that following. People talk shit about Larson fans. They talk shit about Elliott fans, Kyle Busch fans. But like Logano doesn't really have a strong fan base, in my opinion. And, I think it'd be boring if that happened, I guess.
I'm actually hoping that Logano wins.
Yeah, well,
I don't want Joe Gibbs to win anything anymore.
Yeah, Christopher Bell, I don't think
that's my problem though. I like Christopher Bell, but I have no respect for Joe Gibbs Racing. I mean, his grandson's an asshole who gets on the fucking radio and compares himself to Jesus Christ. I mean, if they ain't in my opinion, the biggest fake fucking Christians I've ever seen in my life, I don't know what is. I mean, I think that was the first time that I seen him get out of the car and not say that God gave him the win. But then 2 days later, he says, well, even Jesus was hated. And he's not doing anything because it's his grandson. So I don't want Joe Gibbs to win a fucking thing ever again, just because I feel they're a fake front. Chase Elliott, to be honest with you, I started going in the garages when Chase Elliott was in Xfinity, and dude, he has changed so much. It's not even funny. I have no love for him. I don't dislike him. I don't know. Chastain, if he won, would not hurt my feelings. I like Chastain. I agree. It could be a good thing. But because of what you just said about Joey Logano and not having the fan base, dude, you've been in the garages. You ever been around Joey?
Oh, yeah, the dude's awesome.
One of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. Will sit there and
100%.
talk to you and everything else. So
100%.
he came in and got a bad reputation because, the sliced bread thing and all that other shit. But in reality, he has grown, he's mature. And if you follow him on Twitter and shit, dude has one of the baddest car collections you will ever see in your life.
Right.
I mean, he's got some sweet stuff. So I'm a low-key Logano fan.
Yeah,
Plus,
but he just
I think he's awesome in the on Fox. When he does the Xfinity races and shit at the beginning of the year, I think he's amazing as a commentator.
Jeremy Green wants to know what we're ripping tonight, boys. And then he said, and BLT. I was telling somebody earlier, just let me know. I can tuck it anytime.
Yeah, we got the big hobby boxes and the jerseys is what we got right now. That's what we were saying a few minutes ago. We went pretty heavy on these jerseys. Everybody was asking for them until we got them. So it's kind of the story. So we will have some more stuff soon. We're just going to have to mix it up. We were trying to get through some of these jerseys to kind of put back into it, but we'll see what happens. We still have 2.5 cases of jerseys sitting around. So that's where we're at with those. But we do have a gold rush. We have the first off the line Chronicles 2022. We got the 2021 Chronicles jerseys, optic hanger. We only got one of those left and 2 select blasters. I am trying to get a push. Hopefully we will have at least some NASCAR next week. We'll get some of that in. But yeah, for tonight, which is probably could understand why we're a little slow. We're still at the same thing. Still trying to fill. We have a half case open jerseys. We're halfway through that one. I might try mini tomorrow. If it works, it works. If not, we'll have to try something else. But that's where we're at.
Yeah, Larson's a good time.
For sure.
We partied with Larson at Hickory last year. I had a tent set up, and half the shirts I had hanging up were Larson shirts. And my buddy Doug was with me, and he's not a racing fan at all. Like, he doesn't know who any of these people are. And I was turned around. I wasn't even facing the table. I was messing with something. And Larson walked up, and he's like, hey, it's a pretty cool shirt. How much for the shirt? And my buddy told him or whatever. And then he's like, well, that's me. That's my shirt, right? And I turned around, and I was like, holy smokes. And he's like, y'all come find me whenever the race is over. And he was up in their little like VIP area or whatever. And we were drinking liquor, and he was drinking beers, and we shot the shit with him for a little bit. And he's like, well, I got to get back to wherever he was going. I don't remember what he said, but he's pretty cool. Elliott, I've met Elliott in the pits a couple times, and kind of like James just said, it's like he's a robot going through the motions. He's like Marshawn Lynch. I'm here so I don't get fined, pretty much. And but I mean, I can respect it always, I guess. I mean, there's a place and a time for some things. But the Larson's pretty legit.
Yeah, he's always been that way. Even when he was in Chip Ganassi and everything else, Larson's always been real good about that.
We do have the the 2022 Chronicle Draft, first off the line box, we've got a breakup right now. The list isn't on the screen, but 6 spots. Each spot gets a pack. If your pack misses, you don't get an auto or a mem card. We're going to give you a pull from the pull box to make that up to you. So everybody that gets a spot will get a hit. If you buy 2 spots and one pack is a hit and the other pack isn't, we're going to give you a hit for the pack that doesn't hit. First off the line's got the extra inserts in it, and then I've seen with some of the first off the lines, you get more hits than are advertised. We saw that with the one we did for the 2021 Chronicles. So it is up right now, 6 spots, 55 per spot, 1 pack per spot. It'll be random. Swags will scribble a number on them. We'll randomize the numbers to your names and assign the packs to you, and then he'll start ripping them. The gold standard is available. The 2021 Chronicles is available. Jersey, select blasters, optic hanger. That's pretty much what we got. If you don't want to tap in on the website, just let us know in the comments, and we can work some stuff out. If anybody would like to split a box, work that out in the comments. Just want to split the Chronicles or split that gold standard. We can definitely work that out however you guys want to do it. Let us know.
When's your next live on Whatnot?
I haven't decided yet. I was thinking about doing one over the weekend, but I wasn't home last weekend and figured I'd try to hang out with the family.
Right.
I'll probably do one like Monday during the day. And then depending on cards, if we can get some NASCAR cards to me, I'll probably do that a couple times. And then Thursday seems to be a good evening for me just because we're not live. And Wednesday we do our little date get together in the neighborhood. So not doing anything on Wednesday night works out pretty good for me. But I got to get some inventory. I can't keep giving everything away, you know.
No, I got you.
I got a guy here in town, a lady that he knows passed away, and I guess her husband passed away years ago, and this guy's got like thousands of die-cast sport NASCAR racing memorabilia that when he passed, she just put it all in a storage unit. She just passed away, and her son is trying to sell it. So I might go over there on Monday and check out this storage unit. Maybe there's some gems. I don't know. I hate buying collections from deceased people. I don't feel like it's right.
No, I know what you mean.
Don't want to take advantage of somebody, you know. But we were wide open, guys. Y'all let us know if you want to do a different type of break. Unfortunately, pretty much everything we have is hobby or jerseys. And as you start to combine things, it gets pretty pricey pretty quick. But definitely some solid boxes. 4 hits in both of the Chronicle boxes. Gold Standard is basically a box of hits. If you guys haven't seen us break that before, they are pretty solid. The jerseys have been fire.
Yeah, the jerseys that we've opened so far have been some good jerseys. Kurt Warner, Deshaun Watson on the Browns jersey, and then Leonard, linebacker for Indianapolis.
Yeah, I always think it's cool when like the first team that someone picks ends up they get that one, because that normally the first team you pick in your drafts is probably that person's favorite team. Where you get like into the second and third pick, if you've got that many spots, you're kind of just picking fillers.
Yeah.
I think it's always cool to see someone like get the jersey for the team that they actually like. I think that shit's cool. And it seems to happen pretty often for you. When you break the jerseys, the guys that win seem to always win what they're hunting, what their team at least.
Yeah, at least somebody they're after.
Yeah. I'm telling you, if you hit a Patrick Mahomes, though, lock your house because I'm flying there that night and I'm stealing that motherfucker.
Dude, he's starting to get Brady level pricing. From my understanding is there's like, okay, when it comes to Patrick Mahomes, he's pretty much exclusive with one guy. And that one guy is pretty like, you really got to be in with him to get in on him. So he doesn't sell that many pre-sale, and the people that get it when they have it are some of the few that have it. So his pricing is high. Let's just put it that way.
I know he does a couple signings in Kansas City every year, and I'm pretty sure they're like at his charity events.
Mm-hmm.
So with like a donation to his charity, you get to get an item autographed.
Yeah.
I think there's a minimum. I don't know what that minimum is. It could be a ridiculous number that just doesn't make sense. I don't know. But then I know every now and again he'll tag along with another player. So there's like the sports shops in KC, and like say Travis Kelce's going down to do autographs, like Mahomes will just fucking show up with him.
Yeah.
I know that.
James, actually last year I broke the biggest Seahawks jersey you could break. We did break a Russell Wilson Fanatics exclusive, which if you know, and I'm sure you do because you've been around this group enough, if it's Fanatic, it was an authentic jersey. Actually won. I remember who won it. It was Philip. Philip won it. Philip he's not around as much anymore, but Philip used to be pretty big into it. And the two teams he would always chase was the Giants and Seattle, and it paid off for him. I think once he got it, he kind of asked me to look at value of it. And at that point, like I said, Russell was still in Seattle. It was that green and gray, real nice sign. He actually didn't sign it on the numbers. He signed it on the jersey. So it was really big. And they were going for, I want to say, like around $600 or something like that at the time. But yeah, we have busted like I said, last year we busted a Russell Wilson authentic Fanatic exclusive jersey. When I broke that Jaguars helmet last year too, at that point, I think we have broken something from every single team. That was one that we were chasing for a while, was Jacksonville.
That Tom Brady was pretty dope.
Yeah, Tom Brady, of course, was badass.
Yeah, I've picked Seattle a couple times hunting Metcalf in Swag's breaks.
Got DK Metcalf and the number one wide receiver in the league right now, AJ Brown. It ain't Seattle, but it's Ole Miss.
That helmet's badass. I'm just saying.
Authentic. The real deal.
Real deal Holyfield. You got a couple of real deal Holyfields over there
I do.
for sale.
They just did not break. Actually, I haven't said anything yet. I said it to you real quick, but Austin made the comment that we're going to get the website updated this weekend. So we should start having a few things up there. Definitely we'll have some full-size helmets, authentic and replicas, going up this weekend. There'll be some jerseys up this weekend. There'll be some frame jerseys up this weekend. There'll be some frame 16 by 20s up this weekend. So we're going to get that updated. So Jeremy said he wants a jersey. But yeah, I still have plenty of authentics and helmets and things of that nature because, like I said, the full-size helmet break didn't go as planned. Rip me jersey 1. All right, box 1. What's over there? Is a box 1 in front of me? What are the numbers on those two? That's 5. Yeah. All right, this is box 1 here. All right. Let me move that to the front. And it's the top, so.
Gone.
I want a big one. Now that we talked about it, we need to get Jeremy a big one. All right, I'll show everything as we should. Holograms in place. It is still sealed, ready to go. As random as can be. We're going to get Jeremy a big one. All right, shrink wrap is off. Hologram is cut. All right, Jeremy, wish you best of luck. We're going to go with Taylor. What's all on here? We were just talking about him. I know you have won an autographed photo of Jonathan Taylor. Do you have the jersey as well? This is his college jersey, Indianapolis, running back, Jonathan Taylor.
What kind of marker does he sign in?
That actually appears to be a silver Sharpie.
That is a massive marker.
Yep. I believe that to be a silver Sharpie.
That's badass. I think Green got a helmet of his too.
I think he won a mini helmet and a photo, and now he'll have the jersey.
All college, I think.
I know that the photo was.
Yeah, I don't remember about the helmet. Maybe it was a Nick Bosa college helmet.
No, the Nick Bosa was the San Francisco Flash. I remember that one.
Yeah, that's badass. Now if he can just get his.
The good thing about all of it being college is if he leaves Indianapolis because they're not paying him right, you won't have to worry about it being on the wrong team. That's one thing I've always liked about college stuff is they can't. I mean, once they're out of college, they can't go back and change the team.
Right.
But Jonathan Taylor, nice one there.
Yeah, I've never thought about it like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, okay, so for instance, I mean, I'm not going to go grab it, but I've got a Chase Claypool signed Steelers helmet. Now, at this point, he's only was with the Steelers for 2 years, so I wouldn't necessarily call him going to be known Steeler. So if he goes on to do anything, it's going to be as a Bear, and nobody wants the Chicago Bears. I mean, the Steelers Claypool helmet when they're a Bears fan. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I said, the only thing that I could possibly do, and I've seen a lot of people do it, is luckily it's the AMP helmet. So if I wanted to, I could order the Chicago decals, pull the Steeler decals off it, and slap the Chicago Bears sticker on it. And it would be exactly the same because, like I said, it's the lunar eclipse. So the only thing that's different on those helmets are the stripe and the side sticker. Okay, no helmet. Then did you win a 16 by 20 and an 8 by 10? I feel for some reason you had 2 Jonathan Taylors. 16 by 20. Okay, that's what I thought. And that one had a big signature on it too, if I'm remembering correctly.
And it was college.
Yes, it was college. That I do remember. I'm hoping we get drunk Ben Rhodes again tonight. Oh, by the way, Big E on whatnot is Eric
Hughes.
Eric Hughes, yes, sir.
Mystery solved.
I mean, I knew it would as soon as I printed the shipping label. While we were sitting here, I've got the shipping labels printed. Whatnot does make shipping so damn easy. I will say that.
Yeah, I hate that it prints so many fucking labels out though.
Yeah, it gives you the packing slip and all that other shit with it.
I mean, it's nice, but like, damn it. Because like, there's some it prints out like 5 or 6 of them for me, and I'm like, this is all trash. Like,
yeah, especially because you sell 164, so you have one guy that damn gets 4 or 5 of them, and that's a label each.
Right. It's a fucking mess. But we're wide open, guys. We might be able to twist Swag's arm and throw in a select blaster into this break also. I think it lines up perfectly with the pack amount.
It does.
If you guys want to fill it, and we can get the first off the line ripped open. If we get 5 of them filled, I'll close it. We could probably even double down and throw in the 2021 Chronicle box for probably, I don't even know. I'd have to have Swags do the math, but if you guys want to go big or bigger than that, we can. I know we've only got a couple people hanging out, but just trying to give you guys options that are here chilling. I know the minute spots start getting taken, feel like once things start going, they fill. So if we can get it rolling.
So BLT, real quick question, because I can ask you, there's nothing else going on. You charge shipping on your website now, right?
I do.
I'm going to have to give you a call at some point tomorrow to figure out how to set up shipping on my Swags memorabilia.
It's a ginormous pain in the ass.
I kind of figured it would, but especially when it comes to like trying to ship frame jerseys and shit, I want to make sure that I'm charging the right amount and getting it insured.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, we'll talk about it. Yeah. It doesn't make it very easy. That's probably one of the more difficult things to do on Shopify for whatever reason.
Besides prove that you're allowed to sell stuff.
Yeah, other than that. But
even like, how is that their job to do that shit? I'm like, dude, me and BLT have already been through it.
I've never, I mean, I uploaded all of my stuff when I first started. So I guess, but I've sold cards on my shit before.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't understand why they gave us such a hard time.
Somebody complained and they have to investigate.
Oh yeah. We definitely had people complaining at one point. I mean, my ads are still shut down on my business page on social media. I can't run ads or promote anything, which is probably okay because I don't know if that shit was actually working or not.
It's a principle, sir. It's a principle.
I mean, I had to send them all of my trademark shit for my logo in because somebody said I was illegally using my logo. And I'm like, that's my fucking logo. Like, I own that shit. Like, you tell me who said owned it, I'm gonna take their ass to court or something, you know? Like, what the fuck?
Belongs to me.
Oh.
Well, Swags, I got an idea.
What's that?
You want to jump over on Whatnot?
What do you want to do over there?
Sell packs. Do the same pack break we're doing right now, or sell individual packs, or see what people want to do. Your call. Jeremy claimed the spot.
Jeremy claiming a spot, yeah. It's up.
Yeah.
We got to rip some. I agree. I want to rip something for sure. You might have to go with a bigger one with that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, now that we're all back and getting back in the groove of being live multiple times a week, we'll get things going again.
For sure. Hopefully that mini helmet too is yeah, that's what I said. You go with the bigger box.
It's right behind you. It's already taped and sealed.
Did you see the guy in your Whatnot live ask you or tell somebody else that they broke 4 101s?
I did see that. I don't even know who it was.
Yeah, so he breaks cards on Whatnot, NASCAR cards, and he's bought a lot of stuff from me on Whatnot. And he was in my live after yours, and I asked him if he buys individual boxes or cases.
Yeah, I seen that. He wouldn't answer you.
He wouldn't fucking answer me, and it's like, I don't like that not answer, because I don't give a fuck how lucky you are. You don't buy 5 cases or 5 boxes and pull 4 101s.
Ones, yeah.
Because there's only one of those per case.
On the gold standard, they are at MSRP $399. They do have the 7 cards, 5 autograph or mems, and 2 numbered inserts. So yeah, that'd be open, shipped, top loaded, and ready to go on the gold standard. They said MSRP on them is $399. That's what we have them for. Wow. Yeah, Jeremy pulled the Jonathan Taylor on the jersey. So far, I think this would be the 4th gold standard, and all of the other 3, we definitely busted an RPA in every one of them.
Yeah, I've got one of them around here.
Yeah, you hit the Buffalo one, wasn't it? Or I forget that one that you were in, man. It was like every hit was your team in all the different cases. Or boxes, I should say, not cases. And we still have plenty of jerseys left too. Next week we will have, starting Tuesday, we'll have some NASCAR as well. We'll get some more NASCAR back in. we'll get some things rolling back. There's a blade right here. And then we also have the 2021 hobby box. It is not the first off the line though. And I know that one. Let's see, we have it on the website. For $290.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, hold on.
I tell you, Dustin has a double ear infection.
Yeah, you said they thought it was also the flu, but they weren't even going to go.
Yeah,
Mhm.
little man out there hauling ass like he ain't even sick, and I'm like running 102 fever. I'm like, dude, fuck, you got to sit down.
That's what happens when they get that Tylenol in them.
Awesome.
Yeah, well, he's pretty good when he gets sick. Like he doesn't. I've seen some other kids that turn into like little monsters, you know.
Yeah, I like to.
He keeps to himself when he's not feeling good.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, it's like I told you when we talked earlier. Both of the kids here, you'd give them some Motrin, they'd be good for like an hour and a half or so, and then you could tell it was time for the Tylenol because they'd go from fake feeling good to back, and then you get them onto the Tylenol, and that run its course. And it was like literally an up and down motion watching. You could tell when they needed the other stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I just hope Wyatt doesn't catch it.
Right.
That would be our luck to go back to back. Shit, or Lauren or I don't know how it was for y'all, but when one of the adults went down, it was rough. It's rough. Like we need both of us full time ready to rock and roll. One of us is down and out. It's a shit show.
I don't remember being too bad. Austin was.
It's not fitting in this box.
I mean, Austin was in kindergarten when Ben was born, so by the time Ben came around, Austin's always been pretty self-sufficient. I mean, even when he was younger, he was pretty self-sufficient, and he always kind of kept to himself and did his own thing. So it wasn't ever, I don't know, I don't remember it being too bad. But in all honesty, I don't think Michael and I have ever both, except for COVID, I don't think Michael and I have ever both been really sick at the same time.
Knock on wood.
Knock on wood. Yep. But yeah, so
Yeah, I think the truck race starts in like 10 or 20 minutes or something.
It starts in 15 minutes, yeah.
oh yeah, and Austin liked to get ear infections too. So anytime we had any extra money, Austin always ended up with an ear infection.
The first few, you gotta realize that, Margaret Scott went through it all and got her master's. So Margaret was in college when basically both of the kids. So it was even worse back then because she was a full-time student and I was working. And luckily, and they don't have it anymore. But up until Margaret graduated, Appalachian State used to actually have married student housing. So we lived on campus. We had a 2-bedroom place, and the only way that you could be in the buildings that we lived in is if you were married with kids or single with kids. But it was the last college in the state of North Carolina to have that. And they've gotten rid of it. So there ain't no colleges left in North Carolina that have it.
Go have seats. No reason to love it.
I don't have DirecTV, man. I'm fast like Xfinity Internet. It's just Kevin Harvick, and
Yes.
that's Eric's. I'm literally finishing up the shipping. That's the other thing about Whatnot, man. They do rate you real quick, letting people know how fast you're getting it out.
Yeah, they don't fuck around.
I am a average 1-day ship with 5 stars, so I'm trying to stay that way.
Yeah, I'm 2 days at 5 stars.
Swagger.
Austin said
Yeah.
slacker.
Awesome.
Yeah, shit happens.
I actually make Austin do it, so I'm not gonna lie.
Dustin's about a year.
Ever have a problem with shipping? You're gonna want to speak to the shipping manager of Swag Sports Memorabilia and the swag side of Swagwich Sports. That would be Austin Schweiger. If you need his phone number, just send me a PM or something, and I'll get that right over to you.
Yeah. Also for the Witch side, if you have problems with shipping, you can go ahead and call him also.
There you go. If you need his work number, I can get you that as well.
Good luck.
He's also the complaint taker for all shipping problems.
Actually, just everything in general.
Yeah.
It happens.
Unless it's HR or accounting, then you're going to want to speak to Margaret Schweiger. And
Oh yeah,
again,
because I got promoted in my real job to accounting and benefits administrator today.
I'm gonna need you to sign me up for some benefits. Just put my name on the list.
today was Margaret's review at her job that actually pays her, not just her job. Well, I don't know if you guys, Swagwich is what we do this under, but me and BLT actually do have an LLC, which is Swags and the Sandwich Man Sports Production LLC. So, yes, Margaret does actually do the accounting for us. She makes sure that she's filing for us quarterly and all that happy stuff.
Yeah. So the my grandma, when I'd go over to her house or whatever, she'd always have things for me to do. And when I got a little bit older, I think I made a comment like, well, what do I get for doing this? And so she would give me like pennies, like per task, I'd get a penny or a quarter or something like that. And then as I got even older and, into my young adult years, she'd always make a joke. I'd be over at her house and she's like, Ben, can you help me, fix this or do this? And she's like, but first I need to know, is it for money or for love? And that was like a thing. So Margaret's just doing it for love, no money.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I was on the phone with BLT. Hey man, my little try the good thing worked out. She enjoyed her lunch today.
I love Popeyes.
Got to rack them points up.
This one
They
here,
equal. You trade them in for back rubs, trade them in for extra whatever.
Extra whatever.
Won't go into what I trade my points in for. Might not be appropriate for Facebook or YouTube.
Who is that? Okay, Patrick. Dude, Jimmy Johnson, I think, was pure genius in it. I mean, it's going to bring instant sponsors to that. If you watch the press conference, what Richard Petty said, I mean, although somewhat morbid, it's the truth. When he said, I'm 85 years old, I'm not going to be here in 20 years. Somebody else is going to have to run this. And why not go from one 7-time champion to another? Ingenious to bring him in. He bought in to have the team, and then he's racing 10 races. So, I mean, Jimmy was always a good guy too. The only thing he always liked is I've seen him come into a track and guys just throw stuff in his face. And literally one time he was, exact quote, Margaret, if I'm not mistaken, was he said, God damn, how much is my shit selling for on eBay these days that I can't even get a hello first? But man, if you just,
He was pissed.
Yeah, he was pissed. But if you just spoke to him and, like I said, treated him like anybody else, then he was the nicest guy in the world. I learned that. I mean, he basically taught me that himself. Just by, I was that guy at one time that as soon as I seen him, I just ran up to him and shoved my diecast in his face. And he basically said, man, just, and from that point on, I always made sure, hey, Jimmy, how you doing? Having a good day? Yep. Hey, do you mind? Nope, not at all. So once I learned, I went from thinking he was a dick to thinking he was a nice guy. But he's definitely bringing name notability instantly to Petty GMS. Speaking of the truck race, I'm going to get ready to be on that channel.
Well, what do you think of Swags?
I'm good. We definitely don't have any viewers here, for sure. I think we have Patrick. That's it.
I'll let you call it.
My goal, I'll be honest with you, I was going to come on until the truck race. I'm on till the truck race. The only problem is all we did is one jersey. That's not, I mean, it is what it is. That happens from time to time. I'm not saying that in a bad way. We just didn't break any cards. I was looking forward to opening some cards for sure.
Yeah, we can call it a night and gear up for Tuesday.
For sure. I'm going to get some NASCAR cards. We'll talk about that. I'll call you and see what we're going to get. But I'm definitely going to get some NASCAR cards. That way we can start, like you said, getting back to what we were doing for these guys, offering them different options. People have been asking about NASCAR, so we'll give that a shot too.
Hell yeah. I'm down.
I actually have a few things in there, so if you want to look at it and then we'll talk about it, we'll get some of those in here for both Facebook and for whatnot. I would say do a countdown clock, but there is literally 0 on the watchers right now.
Yeah, we'll call it a night, and we'll chit chat.
Yeah, man, for sure. Give me a call.
All right, man.
All right, you guys have a great night. If you're watching this on the replay, we'll be back on Tuesday. I'll be on Whatnot tomorrow, so check us out.
Later, y'all.